Welcome back to the English Scholar Online Camp. This video serves as our Part 4-B on Adverbs and Fundamentals of Grammar and Punctuation series. In the previous video, we had a short overview about what an adverb is and discussed 3 of its 10 categories. We discussed adverbs of time, when adverbs, how long adverbs, adverbs of frequency, and then the last one was adverbs of place. In this video, we are going to discuss the next 4 in the list, namely adverbs of manner, adverbs of degree, focusing adverbs, and negative adverbs. Now, let's start with adverbs of manner. Adverbs of manner answer the question how something is done. In other words, these adverbs are used to tell us how something happens or is done, and they can modify verbs, adjectives, or clauses of a sentence. Let us have an example. Lindy dances gracefully. The word gracefully here is an adverb, and it is used to tell us how Lindy dances. When we are asked, how does Lindy dance? Well, gracefully. Another example. Don slowly sips his tea. The word slowly here is an adverb, and it is used to tell us how Don sips his tea. That is slowly. Now, how do we identify adverbs of manner, and how do we form them? Adverbs of manner are mostly formed by just adding ly at the end of an adjective. For example, we have the sentence, Aliyah is a quick learner. The word quick here is an adjective. An adjective is any word that is used to describe something. It makes any sentence even more beautiful and more meaningful, just like a flower on a lady's headdress. So we have the sentence, Aliyah is a quick learner. In this sentence, we used an adjective, the word quick. It is used in the sentence to describe our subject, Aliyah. Now, if we turn quick into an adverb, then it will be quickly. We just added ly. Now, if we use quickly in a sentence, it will be written this way. Aliyah learns quickly, or Aliyah quickly learns. Either of the two is correct. In the first sentence, we used an adjective to describe our subject, Aliyah. In the second sentence, we used quickly, an adverb, to tell people how Aliyah learns. That is quickly. Let's have adverbs of degree. Before we define adverbs of degree, let us first define what the word degree means. Degree, according to the Oxford Dictionary, refers to the amount, level, or extent to which something happens or is present. Let's highlight the word level. In school, we have this level 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on, or degree by Celsius, Fahrenheit, and etc. In English, we also have these adverbs of degree. Adverbs of degree are used to indicate the intensity, degree, or extent of the verb, adjective, or adverb they are modifying. They always appear before the adjective, verb, or other adverb they describe. Let's have some adverbs of degree. We have really, quite, absolutely, utterly, fully, a bit, unusually, slightly, fairly, and many more. When we use these adverbs to modify or describe adjectives, we put them before the adjectives. For example, this box is absolutely tiny. The word tiny here is an adjective, and it is used to describe the box. And if we notice that before the word tiny, there is the word absolutely, an adverb which is used to tell us how tiny the box is. While the adjective is used to describe the noun, the adverb here is used to tell us the degree of our adjective. Next example. The exam was extremely difficult. The word difficult here is an adjective used to describe the exam. And we notice before the word difficult, there is the word extremely, an adverb which is used to describe how difficult the exam was. Focusing adverbs. Focusing adverbs are used to draw attention or highlight a particular part of a clause or sentence. Some examples include to, as well, at least, also, and some other more. Let's use a couple of these in our example sentences. 1. I might as well attend the party. The phrase as well here is a focusing adverb, and it is used to highlight the thought or part of a sentence that I might go to the party too. 2. She is also smart. The word also here is a focusing adverb, and it is used to emphasize that she has that attribute too, which is smart. There are groups of focusing adverbs according to their uses, and the common ones are the following. Focusing adverbs for adding information. We have also, as well, to, and additionally. Example, Rod is coming to the camp, and Raiko is coming too. Focusing adverbs for limiting information. When we want to emphasize information that presents or shows a limit, we use the following focusing adverbs. We have precisely, purely, simply, solely, alone, but, example, exclusively, just, merely, not only, only. Example, just Rod is coming to the camp. It means that Rod is coming to the camp, but is not bringing a friend, or nobody else is coming to the camp. Adverbs for partially limiting information. There will be times we want to emphasize information that isn't completely limited, but rather partially limited. For that purpose, we can use the following focusing adverbs. Chiefly, especially, mainly, mostly, notably, particularly, in particular, predominantly, primarily, at least, for the most part, and by and large. Example, she wants everybody to come to the wedding, especially Ariadna. It means that our subject wants everybody to come to her wedding, but she wants Ariadna to come the most. So those are some common focusing adverbs. Let's have the last category for this video. Negative adverbs. Negative adverbs are used to describe or modify the meaning of a verb, adjective, other adverb, or an entire clause in a negative way. Let's have the two most common negative adverbs. No and not. Many scholars say that the words no and not should not be classed as adverbs, but most grammarians, on the other hand, would argue that they should be. Let's find out why. We often use either no or not to make a certain statement negative. For example, we have the sample sentence, we should tolerate bullying. This sentence tells us that we can and we could tolerate bullying by doing so. If you want to oppose this, we will use no or not to modify the main verb negatively. Our main verb here is tolerate. So it will turn into we should not tolerate bullying. See what difference the word no or not makes. The word not here acted as the modifier of our verb. It described the case of our verb as negative, so it is an adjective. And those grammarians who stood firm arguing that no and not should be classed as adverbs are correct. Now, it is not just the adverbs no or not that we can use to negate a certain statement. We can also use some other adverbs that are almost equal to no or not, like hardly, barely, and scarcely for almost no, and no longer, barely, ever, hardly ever, and never for completely no. Let's have some examples. We have the sentence, I can read the words. But if you want to make it to something negative, maybe you cannot read the words clearly, you can use the word hardly, barely, or scarcely before the main verb, which is read. I can hardly read the words. And if you want to address that you cannot really read the words, then you can use any of the above adverbs and say, I cannot read the words. Or I can never read the words. Or I can hardly ever read the words. More on these adverbs and how to use them will be discussed on our advanced courses soon. For now, let's pause there and we'll see you in the next video. If you like this video, you can hit the thumbs up and please don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell for you to be notified whenever we upload new videos. We hope you learned something. Thank you for watching and see you in the next video.